Welcome back. Time finds wobbles. You want to go north or east first?
Let's go east first. Speaking of east, how are them Sabres doing?
Fuck you.
It's hockey season. Dude, my favorite time when I've asked you that question, the look I got from you was freaking fantastic. That was not a good game for them. No, they have not had a good start this season. Dude, I think what would have been better if I came in, just took off my sweatshirt, had a Rangers t-shirt underneath it. I think you would have walked out because I knew you would have had something ready to rip, but you don't want to get written up again.
Yeah, I'm also on there. Alright, let's find this fucking eyeball.
For those of you who don't know, both Chris and I like watching hockey. He roots for the Buffalo Sabres. I've been watching Hurricanes a little bit more, just primarily because last year part of me was impressed with their offensive and defensive capabilities on top of their goaltending. And with their coaching staff right now, they're a pretty solid team.
Very, very good team.
But also,
now we get to go north.
Also, like Boston Bruins was a really good team last year, but they didn't make it anywhere in the playoffs.
Good.
Yeah.
Bruins. They're 9-0-1 this year. Of fucking course they are.
You think they're gonna have another legendary season and not make it far?
Fucking hope. If they're gonna have another good season, I hope they do well.
It's like
I hate Boston for that.
Yeah.
If it wasn't obvious.
Dude, like I didn't think the Panthers had it in them.
I hate it.
And see, like Panthers and wild card seat, knock them out. Holy crap!
And then make finals.
Yeah. But granted, Vegas Golden Knights, that was a surprise coming out of the Western Conference. A little bit. Because
I mean, they were the top seed.
They were the top seed, but like Western Conference. Offer that. Yeah. Honestly, I would say good for them, primarily because the West. You both you and I talked about this. Generally, the West hasn't been good. So to have a team like Vegas come out and compete with Eastern teams, that was a surprise last year.
You're not wrong, but in fairness, the West has won the last couple championships because Colorado won the year before.
Yeah.
And then it was Tampa back to back before that.
Yeah. Well. Screw Tampa.
There's good teams in the West, but there's like only a couple that can do. Colorado's one, and I think unfortunately
Vegas is now one. Yeah.
Edmonton should be, but they can't get out of their own fucking way.
Wait, you mean Edmonton is supposed to be a good team?
I know they don't know that.
Oh my god, that's such news.
News to them, they haven't figured it out yet.
I think the Jersey Devils have a good chance of being a solid team as well. They got too many young players, just like the Sabres.
Yeah, but they've already made the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they have that experience.
Yeah, they have that experience.
And they won a round. Buffalo hasn't been in the playoffs in 13 fucking years.
Salty McSalty over here.
I'm a fan of the Sabres and Jaguars. My last decade and a half have not been good.
They've been absolutely abysmal.
Thankfully, the Jags are good, finally. And probably consistently now. Fuck the Sabres, man.
I think give it maybe a year or two. I think the Sabres are going to be a major contender.
I don't know if the patience is there, especially the fan base.
Really?
That's the concern. It's been 13 years. I don't know if they have that much. I don't know if Fernando, their head coach, or Adam can provide the team.
Oh, really?
Even though I think Adam's done a hell of a job, they missed the playoff. I'm not sure.
You think the managers or the club owners are going to get rid of them?
I think they have to make the playoffs. I think it's time. Everyone wants them to. Everyone's kind of done with it. They want to get. They want to get the playoffs. Need to make the playoffs. Fan bases. A lot of patient. That's a record-long NHL streak.
Of a drought?
Of a drought. Yes, all-time record. No one's done one.
That's not good.
No. Like, and in a league that seems more than half. Now half. It used to be more than half. Their hosting streak. Over at least half teams make the playoffs. There's no reason it should be that long.
No.
Like everyone talks about Detroit's bad 7 in a row. And Buffalo double.
Yeah.
Detroit had that long streak to make it playoffs.
But you also have to look at Detroit as what legacy of a team they are at. I don't think I don't know much about Sabres history. Where
I mean, they don't have the championship.
All right,
we're over here.
Okay, you gotta go slate different.
Yeah, no. Sabres used to be a perennial playoff team. They never won the cup.
So I don't know. It's.
But I mean, they have just been an absolute embarrassment of a franchise.
But granted, we're like almost 10 games in this 10 games in the season.
And their last one. 5-5. Now, if they're losing, that'd be 5-6. And the thing is, none of those losses are overtime losses. So you can't even sit there and be like, oh, at least they got a point out of those losses. They're not, and that's what they did last year. They had stretches like this, and that's what cost them. They missed the playoffs by 1 point last year.
Yeah, I remember that because Panthers ended up knocking them.
Yeah, the Panthers, who ended up going to the fucking finals, made it by 1 point.
But I would also say one thing that made the Panthers an interesting team to watch last year is their level of consistency up until the final.
Yeah, they were really good. They were better than their points.
Yeah.
But they were impressive for the year prior. They had the best record in the league.
Were Bruins? Now looking back on the last half of the season and kind of remembering some of the games I watched with them, they didn't have much of a hard match at all with some of their teams. They did not quit. Dude, I saw that upset. I'm like, what? We got an oppressor. Nice job, sir. What are the problem is inside? Are you proud of yourself?
All day, every day, twice on Sunday.
Twice on Sunday? Perfect. As long as you don't say, dump people on Sunday, I think it'll be good. We'll call you Vlad Dracul.
We got the second off again.
Oh,
For that shrine.
Oh, Song of the South! Alright, kill some infected. Hey, I wish this could be going to start.
I'd rather it just be swallowers.
I've never said this, but don't swallow. Shit. Did I leave the stove on?
I gotta watch that movie. It's been a long time since
Oh my gosh, absolute fantastic movie.
It's not long.
That wheezing bag of tips had it coming. Besides, no one got hurt. Corpse falls off of an overpass side. That guy was up there when I got here.
Alright, we are back at the shrine.
Oh man. Oh, that's a great movie. That's one I can't wait to see. Where are we? What? There we go. Place it there. Place it there.
Apparently I had to do it.
Nah. Oh, you probably picked up the items.
Yeah.
Deadpool 3 with Hugh Jackman coming back as Wolverine. That's an exciting thing.
That is.
And they just a new release date was announced for Dune Part 2. I'm a little bit salty that it didn't come back in November, but the strike, writers and actors strike is
I kind of fucked that up.
Kind of screwed that up. It screwed up a wet dream. Damn it. Okay. I was really looking forward to seeing that film this month.
That you were.
But you know what? It's okay. I got something to look forward to in spring. It will actually give me a chance to go back and watch the first film again and see if there are some details I missed, and probably finish book 2 in the Dune novel, because that will cover pretty much most of the second half, and maybe a little bit of book 3, because I've kind of blended parts of book 1 and book 2 into the first film, because they reduce a lot of these sidebar conversations with it. Don't get me wrong, absolutely fantastic movie. It's just it could have been a very good HBO series. Let's be honest.
And honestly, even if you base off books, you're
yeah. And there's some areas where it's like even some of the sidebar conversations, like it builds like the character connection. So when some of the stuff happens, I'm not gonna say things are spoilers just for people who have not read the books, because books have a lot more details than movies. A lot of the side conversations, they build like the rapport between characters, or even suspicion between characters, and it's just, and with how Frank Herbert wrote Dune, it's absolutely phenomenal writing, and it's
every few years
part of the reason why
migrants determined to join our settlement. And every few
it was
years,
Game of Thrones
I
before
must
Game of
preach the
Thrones.
laws of the swamp.
I think Game of Thrones tried to aim, or Song of Ice and Fire tried to aim to that, but didn't.
Free. Nothing
didn't do it well. Neither did the TV show do it well, because season 8 frickin' sucked. I'm still super salty because come on, like season 5, 6, and 7. Holy crap! Like I was like, this is it. What's the ending gonna be? Come on!
Shit. The ending will be shit.
How my sister described it. Season 5, 6, and 7 was the exciting part of sex, and when you were expecting the climax, it was just a sad number. That's how she freaking described it. After watching it, it's like, that's a fair assessment.
Fair point. I want my sister telling me that.
Well, that's also just kind of the nature of the relationship. And yeah, but she's like, yeah, it ended on a whimper, and she's right. And I think she also watched Breaking Bad too. So you look at Breaking Bad, HBO series.
Yep.
For 5 seasons. 5 seasons of phenomenal writing. And a very tight story. Holy crap. There are few TV shows that do it that well. And keep that level of consistency in terms of their story. So you have that. You have Game of Thrones that was looking to be like, alright, next contender, maybe running a little bit longer than Breaking Bad. No. Throw all plot line and development out the window. You kidding me? No! I'm not gonna! Yeah, he died. Like a flip.
Like a little bitch he is.
That hurts my pride!
I'm a farm.
Remember, fighters can't run towards you after you flush their legs. Till we meet again!
He's not wrong.
Tips from Skeletor, that's gonna be my new bit. Oh man. I think Dune could have been a very good Game of Thrones series if done by the same guy, because he's done it after the go so far, and with just getting the religious fanaticism of the Fremen, how like House Atreides is portrayed, how House Harkonnen is portrayed. You don't see much of the Spacing Guild at all. Kind of disappointed. Because they're the ones that they want the spice. So, I think if it was done with the same director, but done with an HBO series, I think it would have been really good for you. But as a sci-fi action film, you look at what he's done with, like, Blade Runner, with the most recent one with, I think it's Ryan Gosling and Harrison Ford. There was one other sci-fi movie he did. I can't remember what it was, but I know it did really well. He has been...
It is by the will of God.
That producer has been a saving grace for sci-fi when...
Our children multiply in the swamp.
Well, thanks.
We're going into boss fight.
Now we got a boss fight.
This must be it.
It's an incense box. Uh-oh. Are we facing a Naga?
Snake Queen.
Snake Queen? Does that mean she loves dick?
I mean, she gets hard as fuck.
Oh, does she? Man. When does she whip out the strap-on? I know, my brain's not in a good spot right now. Yeah, you need to be a little bit more careful. I've got to get the forces real quick. Okay.
These fucking spitters, man.
Okay, these spitters. I'm going to target these now. Focus on the boss. Because I've got the spread to get them. By popping off ultimate, I'm getting Come here, bitch. Hey, Macarena. The one skeleton, two skeletons, three skeletons, four skeletons, five. Hey, Macarena. I don't know. Let's go here. But that's what we're gonna go with it.
We're about to get her. Oh, wait, she's done.
She's done. Get her. Get her. Get her. Get her. Get her. Get her. Last phase.
That's the nice thing about this whole helicopter game. It really makes her fucking 1 meter go up.
Gateway.
Not bad.
That is one of my favorite lines from video game characters, the Space Marines from StarCraft. Basic infantry. When they come on out, gateway coming through. Mystic incense. It sounds like we found some jazz cabbage. Smoke the devil's lettuce, jazz cabbage.
Alright. Oh, they're in here.
Hey, we found an old stoner who wants to smoke with us, very much like that 70s show.
What could say for us?
While you were gone, Timware warmed up to us.
I don't know what's going on, man.
He's surprisingly nimble with old women.
No row?
She says there's an altar. That's what the incense is for. It's not far from here.
There's one altar. Chop it up, put it in line. Yeah. That's the incense we're getting. Oh, dude. I gotta see if I can find it to you again. I found a parody of Do You Want to Build a Snowman from Frozen?
Oh god.
You want to do some blow, man?
You want to do a bunch of lines.
You want to do a line of 4? Dude, I was done. The caption 4, it's like, spit out my coffee and like I'm hearing it. It's like, I was like, gosh, bro. Then I started listening to these comedy tracks, like the actual lyrics, I'm like, oh my gosh. Where we go? Where we go? Go, yeah.
All the way up.
All the way up. Or do we just want to run past all this? Right. If I have to, I'll just hit the old music to kind of break things.
I eventually need this kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's out of aggro range.
There's so many of them.
Oh my god! It's like that high school locker room all over again!
I mean, we've gotten in this attack.
Oh my god! That's when you know the world's going to crap. When you're finding a bunch of giant snake demons and a bunch of skeletons rising from the ground besides the ones with the necromancer! Seriously, stunned at a time like this.
Sounds about right.
There's your Oreo cat.
Hey, baby. Yeah? Say hi. Don't talk about us.
Oh.
Okay, that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
World boss spawning soon?
Oh, interesting.
Never seen that
But
yet.
why did Julio
Alright, now we have to see these assholes.
Why should we have to defeat these assholes?
The world needs protecting.
What's his name? Kick your asshole, sir!
I'm surrounded by a bunch of assholes.
What's his name? Asshole. His name. He's asshole too, sir. Oh, I'm surrounded by assholes.
The incense should provide us with the path.
No one might told me my ass looked this big.
Sort of path. I can't say.
I can say that the time for questions, Nerel, has passed.
Pizza the Hut ate himself to death. Oh gosh, Mel Brooks, that is one funny motherfucker. He is.
Damn. They must have tracked our scent.
Oh, they must have tracked us next. Oh, too bad. Oh, I can make a joke right now. It's not so bad. Because my skeleton with my ultimate are just running and exploding. You already know where I'm going.
You know, I would say I do fully, but I can only that.
Well, considering what's going on in the Middle East, like there's one phrase I could probably yell on here with them, and it'd be absolutely horrible.
Alright. Oh, I like that incense.
Dude, that looks creepy with my necromancer. Holy crap.
Get ready for some weird
What
shit.
now?
We wait for the path to appear.
He's like, dude, I've been so stoned before. I'm used to this.
I'm gonna go to bed.
It's like, just breathe it in, suckers. She's like, first time. I don't know if any of you are catching it. There is something moving in the background. It's a snacky snack. Is it the world serpent? Ooh. Hello, buddy. How are you?
It's this big.
Oh my. That is, we're bite-sized to you, bud. You're not gonna get a full meal. Don't tell me is it going to go to that weird anaconda or like swallows a guy whole and spits him back out? Walking? You have legs?
Slytherin.
Come on. Wake up. I think it worked.
We've found the world serpent.
A big snake.
He's a big snack.
Well, that should do it for this episode.
I see something.
Please like, comment, and subscribe. Hopefully we'll have the social media platforms up, and then we'll try to link those into the videos down below eventually. But there's going to be some work with that.
Yes, absolutely. But until next time,
See ya.